What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Create Survival series. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. Now, last episode we were working on our fun little farming island. What? No, we built the board. It's our control board or whatever. We built one farm and we didn't build the other ones. Yeah, we didn't do that. That's still stopped. So we'll have to work on that, but I cannot speak. We'll have to work on that at some point if my words would like to come out correctly. But we're going to be doing something different. We're not going to be working on the island right now. We're going to hold off on this. I think I'm just getting a little bit too bored of it, or, I'm just getting tired of being here because I think we've been here for the past 10, 15 episodes, possibly, maybe 20. I don't know. I'm not counting it, but it's somewhere around there. We've been here for a while. Yes, we do have some stuff to do with like more farms and we got to build a boat, but honestly, we're going to hold off on that for a bit. I'm not too worried about it. We are going to head back to our base. We're going to work on our little base real quick. We're going to do that little wall we wanted to. We're going to work on a whole bunch of things, hopefully. Possibly inside, possibly outside. I don't fully know yet, but we're going to work on that. So I'm going to get some more food because I'm going to need that, and I don't have any at my base. And then probably going to take a few stacks of iron just in case, and then, well, I shouldn't need anything else. I'll just take a whole bunch of apples, put a whole bunch of planks in here because I'm going to need probably a lot of these. And we're going to grab some iron too, just because we're going to need some over there and don't run out. So, all right, that should be plenty, right? Yeah, that should be plenty. Let's head back. Let's go ahead and work on our fun little base. We might need to make some stone brick or a whole bunch of weird stuff. I don't know yet. We're going to have to work on that. All right, we have made it to our wonderful home of dirt and wood and lag. That's what we're. All right, so as you can see, we got a little bit of holes everywhere. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to put torches. I think I put torches underneath, right? Did I? No, I did not. We're going to put a torch down here just so we don't have any spawning in here. And, well, we can keep more. We're going to build the walls, fill up these holes, and then possibly work on the inside. We're going to need to change some things in there just so we could get like a blasting, a smelting, washing, little machines like that. And then we'll create we'll create a little power source in here using just like a simple little one. And then it should be fine, hopefully. If not, I'm going to have to try and make a test world and figure that out just so we could get rid of this. Because, I mean, this works pretty good, but the water wheels do cause it to have a lot of issues. And this uses 160, 160. Rotations don't use anything, which I found out. That's 80, not a lot. Belts don't use anything. Why does it need so much? Actually, this will need quite a bit. Alright, so I did make a little power source in our fun little creative world. That should be able to power whatever we need. It is a 65,000 stress unit machine, so it should be able to power quite a bit. And of course, I did the same method as our farming one. I did the whole lava system, except this one is ungodly compact. It is really all like close together, which would be nice because that means I could just go underground a little bit and we'll be all right. But it is pretty tall and it might cost a little bit. It produces 65 after everything is set in it. It's about 64, so it's about 1,000 stress units just to start and hold the machine to keep it going. But it works. It means I could get rid of this. I could get rid of all this junk. I get a free rotation speedy controller. I don't gotta worry. And then I might get rid of this. I don't know. I don't know what I would want to do with it, but we have a decent chunk there. But we are gonna start with building the edge just so we can, well, make a base look decent. But I need my dirt. I need a lot of my dirt so I can fill up all these stupid little holes. All right, we're gonna cover this up. No, we're not gonna be a well, I am going to be psychopath. I'm going to cover this exact. Really, we're starting to rain now. Let me go to sleep. I can cut this day off. Magic. Day cut. Now, I may go down. I don't know if I want to go down 5 or 3 or something like that. Or if I just want to cut it to where it's exactly level with here. Because if I cut it exactly level to like that, we'll be fine. We'll be great. It is going to look weird, but we could always do a little gradient texture. Grass to stone, something like that. And that'll probably be better. It'll make it look a little bit decent. So I'm not too worried about that. But we are just going to cut this off. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of stone. I'm okay with that. Not too bad, not too bad. It is going to be weird. So we're going to have to cut the corners off just a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. As long as we get it to look good, that's when we're good. I'm following this entire hill all the way down because we are going to need it flat no matter what. So later on, we might throw something here or, build something around this area. Which also means I could turn this entire underground area into something. Like, I could turn it into something. I could have our XP farm sitting down there. I'll have the power source active for it, and then I can have it auto craft into the large ones, and then all we gotta do is just go in and collect it, and boom, we're good. Just got XP like crazy. All right, so we got that piece. I'm gonna have to cut the corner in here. That's gonna be a weird one, but oh well. We're gonna follow exactly how it is, how it's laid. I'm not gonna change anything about our terrain. I'm just gonna keep it exactly how it is. He's gonna go all the way around and make it even all the way because I want it to be even. I'm gonna just cut this off here. And yes, I am cutting this off just because I didn't need to cut that off. Just because I did not need two little pieces that just float up. Not at all. This one's gonna go all the way down to those like flowers, so I am gonna have to try and figure out how to make that grass gradient texture that I see a lot of people making. Oh, hi there, creeper. I was almost not paying attention, and then I just seen you creep up on me. Don't you do it. I missed. Give me my gunpowder. Now let me get back to mining, because I still gotta cover up that hole. That's where all my monsters were coming from. I'm gonna fill this in just a little bit, just because we do have an extra area here. I might as well just, make it worse. Might as well try and add as much space as I can to it without destroying everything, but alright, I'm gonna cut to this side real quick just because I have a feeling I'm messing up on something and I don't know about it, so I'm gonna just go over here. Oh no, I'm messing up my areas. I'm ruining it. Almost there. Then I just gotta clear all this dirt out, which honestly should be pretty simple with my specialty shovel. Pretty quick. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, time to clear all this out, and then hopefully, if I have enough cobblestone, I can make the stone brick I think I used. And then we can make more walls and add some texture and design. Alright, so we got most of it. As you can tell, I have a lot of product just sitting on the ground, nothing crazy about that. You got this wall. I got some low spots there. I got this over here, and we still got to do the entire side. But my shovel getting pretty close to breaking, so I am going to need to repair this pretty soon, hopefully, if, I can repair it this time. I'm pretty well going to go until it's almost out, which, I mean, it is, but I'm going to go till it's really out. And yes, we are getting rid of these, which means we are getting rid of the tree. Oh man, there is so much dirt here. I'm surprised, like, if I would have so many chestfuls of dirt, which probably would be a good thing because I might need it later on, but I'm just not going to grab it because I honestly don't know why. And it's so laggy, insanely laggy now. The thing is, next we got to turn all the stone into dirt. That's going to be boring. Alright, I think we're getting pretty close to getting towards the edge. Honestly, it's not too bad. I definitely could have added more space here, but oh well. We can just keep it up here. The wall is going to be, well, on these, we're just going to follow it with the edges and everything like that. So that should be pretty simple. And then we'll have like a staircase here that will go down. You'll be able to come back up if you want or whatever. Obviously, a staircase. And then you might have a little tunnel place here. And honestly, our basement may just make our basement the entirety of this bottom level. I honestly might. It might be simpler. So that is something we can do. And we can store everything down there. Our XP farm can sit down there. I don't know what else we have can sit down there. I don't know what else we're gonna make. Pretty much all of our stuff might sit down in our basement, and that would hold everything. And then once we get the train working, we can start on that. So that corner is good. I could cut this corner off. I'm not too worried about that. All right. Well, we just gotta clear all this out now, and then we're done. We just gotta make stone bricks. I'm just gonna fill this with cobblestone. I'll go back and recollect everything, and I think we should have plenty of cobblestone for these stone walls. Again, we're gonna do a gradient layout, so we don't have to worry about random stuff. All right, so that is all leveled out. That is perfectly fine. That is good. I'm gonna try and fill up some of these little areas. We'll just fill this real quick. All right, we are gonna have to clear some trees, which means we're gonna have a little bit of lumber work. I want to get rid of all these flowers. Screw these flowers. Nobody needs them. Alright, we're going to pack some of these trees down real quick. Clear up a little space. I am going to have to cover this up, which means we're going to have to throw torches. We're going to have to do this on the other side too, because we have some floaters right up there, and I don't want to have any of those. Again, I'm going to do this because this is free wood, and I might as well just take it, There's no issue not taking. It's free. Alright, there we go. That's good. That's good. Alright, we got to clean this up. A lot of dirt. I also need some torches. Just gonna some of those. Do I have any torches in? What I did. Where'd I put my? Yeah, I got torches in. This is gonna go all the way through. There we go. I'll just block that off. Won't have to worry about any weirdos coming this way. All right, let's this hole. I should have enough dirt. Honestly, I should. I just went through a whole bunch. I didn't collect most of it, but I should have enough either way. Oh, we're not placing sapling. I need my dirt. Where'd my bed go? All right. Well, I may have lost my bed. I'm gonna fill up this little hole real quick, even though not really gonna see it. I mean, we might. It's just gonna make it to where you don't have to worry too much. All right, and this will be all right. There we go. So now we have our area set. I gotta get rid of some of these trees. I still got that area. Whoopsie. I completely forgot about that. While I'm here, might as well get rid of this. All right, there we go. Now everything is set. Have all that. I got that little piece up there I gotta work on. I'm gonna have to try and figure out a way to get up, but I can hold off on that. If I gotta put some stuff down here, I gotta put some stuff down here. Uh-oh, time for bee killing. And whoosh. Alright, that was pretty simple. So now we got everything set. Never mind, I got more bees trying to kill me. I'm sorry. Dang, there was 5 of you living in that tiny little beehive? How? Shouldn't be possible. Alright, so I gotta change all this stone to grass. We gotta make a grass texture, or a grass to stone, which is how we're gonna do that. And then I gotta figure out a good little design of how I want my staircase. I'm probably gonna have one on this side too, because we are gonna need to run down to head over there. Detail, it's so laggy. It's normal lag. Now I could put the staircase here. Yeah, we'll put staircase here, and then we'll put one back here. Yeah. Alright, so I got all this. So now I'm just gonna use cobble as a little outline. This is 6. Now I could actually do it here, and that'll be enough to. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, this one's a 6, which means we do a triple staircase, but I gotta have it to where, because I don't want to do just a full-on straight staircase. I want it to have, be a little flat up here and then fall out. I may make this the flat part and this. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do this. So if I go, do I have any blocks that I'm not using right now? Could use andesite. We'll use leaves. We do a triple and have staircase like this. Just have that be able to come out and go around. We're gonna kick this out one more. Yeah, that's ouchie, my leg. So that's on this one. We go out one more. This will go over here. Yes, we're gonna design this and detail it if we can, if we have all the right stuff for it. All right, and this is how it will be. So this up here, go around, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna smelt some copper real quick. Where'd my coal? I thought I had some extras. I do not. Yeah, we're gonna smelt this cobblestone, turn it into some stone brick or some thin stone brick, whatever. All right, there we go. That is all set. And now I just gotta wait for that to cook. I need food. We're also gonna add some logs to it. I don't know if I want to do every 5, 6 blocks. What is the one that will be in between our tunnel? Because our tunnel's gonna have 2 sides. Our tunnel's just gonna run through right in the, well, no, we'll just have one little entrance right here, and then that will go in. Well, get everything. So what is the length? Whee! All right, so 4 in between. That seems pretty reasonable. The stone brick will be here. I'll have it out one. I don't know yet. I gotta wait for the stone brick so I can figure out a little design, because I do want to do an archway. I'll just go up and around. That'll be nice. It'll be better. Then it'll stop probably about right here. That's pretty well what it's gonna stop, is right about this one, if not here. And then the archway will come in, so it should be better. Hopefully. Got another tree I completely forgot about. Whoopsie there. All right, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that just so I can try and verify what I need. We're gonna set another one up here, so that will be good. We'll have it here. Do that, and then it'll go in here. And then that will be our next staircase. I might push this out a little bit more just so we have a little out piece to it. It'll be fine. Go up and go around. Perfect. All right. And then, oh, this one's good. This one's good. I gotta wait for all the stone brick to cook. Hello, Mr. Gollum. Did I bring my stone cutter? There we go. No, I'm just gonna do all of this stone brick because I gotta try and figure out that little gradient idea that people, because I don't fully know how to do it. All right. So another weird brain thought I was having, we are going to have a tunnel system thing under here, kind of like right here. It's going to go in. Thinking if we dig down maybe about 2 or 3 to we're about, down a little bit more, we can have our entrance going, whatever it is, going down a little bit. We have a little staircase that would drop down. That is so much stuff. Wow. Yeah, it'll go down just a little bit, and then we'll still continue all the way through. We'll basically have a block in between each one. So we'll keep the stone, everything like that, and then stuff like that. I forgot to put a light in this because we have Endy-Mans in here. But yeah, we'll dig it down a little bit. And then I was thinking if we have a little walkway on the walls, we'll be able to see everything that's active. But again, if I have a power source, that's going to be way too big and it won't work. So that's nice to know. So this will be a staircase. Other side will be a staircase. That will be a door. There's obviously an XP farm. I don't know if I'm going to have, I might do a lava farm too that turns it into buckets and then just throws them in a chest for us. Good. Make it a little bit simple. Don't have to worry about too much junk. Let's take these. All right, we're going to turn these into, I don't know if I want to do just like all stone brick and just do that wall, or if I actually want to do that gradient. Because if I do that gradient, then it's going to look really boring and the same. If I do the walls, then I could do cracked stone brick, mossy stone brick, a whole bunch of different like textures and design to it. which probably would be better. But I do like that little grass gradient that people have been making. But honestly, it does look the same. Kind of the bad part about it is you don't want it to look exactly the same. All right, something else I just thought of. As we have our staircase up here and our tunnel over there or whatever it is, we can have walls that will go all the way around, like the little stone walls. Where are they? Oh, that's a stone bridge. Yeah, we could do this modern stone brick wall, which is stone bricks and then cobble, which is pretty simple. I could do those, or I could do wood ones. I don't know how I would feel about wood that is going through here. Something I can do, because I am over here and not back at my other base, I can add this. This goes pretty well all the way over here. Nice. This does our entire little section. I could probably go over a little bit. I could probably put it under the staircase, most likely. Yeah, we'll try and go under the stairs real quick. We just got to keep it hidden. So that's good. That's good. And that's good also. Perfect. So now our entire base should not have any monsters. And then we'll cover this up with the stone or stone brick once we swap it over. I just got to get all the stuff for it. And then I need vines. So I got to go to a jungle. Probably. I forgot to turn that thing off. That's going to be helpful. We're going to turn this one into stone brick walls. Hello, Mr. Golem. Alright, I'm going to turn this thing off because it's going to, well, a bit annoying just seeing it through the wall. Now I can feel so much safer not knowing that we don't need to have a monster sitting here every now. What do I know? Blocks are just going to follow in these, so I would have to cut this out a little bit more. Oh man. So we're going to have to change the staircase up. That's not really anything to worry about right now. Alright, well, let's see if this stone brick is finally finished cooking. Honestly, we might make the wall in the next episode. I just want to try and get all this cooked first before we do anything. So we may do that. Just go that route. It will take a bit. So I'm going to cook all this cobblestone in the little meantime. So while we do that, we are going to end today's video here. It may be a short one. I'm not fully sure until I edit. I know we just pretty well cleared the outside, everything like that. And then we got a lot more things to do. So we're going to end today's video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel. It's called Select Extra. Link to it is in the description. I will post basically a variety of content, devlogs, games, different simulators, stuff like that, some story stuff. We might have a Schedule 1 video being posted hopefully in the next few days. I am going to go through and recheck to see if everything is available, for YouTube and not against the TOS. So I have to go through and verify that, but that video should come up very soon, hopefully. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Have a one. Bye.